So I do have guests on, and I'm going to, like I always do, I'll allow them to introduce themselves. But I'm going to go with back to some positivity. So that's how I like to start the show now, with some things that have impacted me since the last time I aired. So there, I did have a huge life change, and I won't go deep into what exactly it is, but I have learned since the last time I aired to appreciate life, much more than I did before. But I do now look at things a whole lot different. Every day is a challenge, and it's a new challenge to get yourself together, to do better things with yourself, to love yourself more. I saw something that really touched me, and was able to deliver this little speech to someone who was having a hard day. Um, that if we protect the mountains from all of the heavy air, or if we protected the mountains from all of the damage that it does endure during high weather, high environment, um, storms and different things like that it endures, then we wouldn't see the beautiful carvings. And that really touched me, because at your low points in life, it is so important to find your path and find out what it is that God is trying to show you. And if you don't, you'll miss your blessings. It might seem like a depressive state of mind, but it is then where you should find your purpose. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guests. They are so beautiful, guys. I'm going to let you introduce yourself by name. And if you want to discuss anything about yourself before we get started, you are welcome to do so. I'm just going to turn my camera around.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicolette Francis. I am a licensed esthetician. Today is my first time on Queen's Chatty Brunch Club. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little shy, so I'll tell y'all the rest next time.
But beautiful, because she can do that, though.
Amen.
Amen.
It's on my turn. My name is Iman. I'm a licensed esthetician as well. I do photography on the side as well. I'm very happy to be on Chatty Queen's Brunch Club today, listening to things that she has to say and any knowledge that I will be able to take away from this.
Oh, we love you, and we are glad you're here.
Yes.
Guys, remember to speak into the microphone.
Right, because that's what I'm having a problem with.
Hi, my name is Whitney Walker.
Ding, ding, ding. The
I
lovely
am
Whitney.
the owner of
She's
Beauty
back.
Bar by Whitney, and I'm just honored and blessed to be here today with you guys to discuss the consequences
And benefits.
of social media. I struggle with that today, but I got it.
Whitney, what are you sharing with us today?
Well, I'm sharing my two newest new hires to the Beauty Bar, Iman and Nicolette. I'm here to pick their brains, pick your brain, pick our brains, and then once again talk about the benefits and the consequences of postings and being on social media.
Okay.
And then just happy to be here again.
Okay. And since you've been here, has anything changed? Any more new followers? You said you have two new employees here. Or
I
two
do.
These beautiful ladies.
Yes, they are.
Did you open up, or what's happening?
I haven't. So the status on us in the Beauty Bar is we are on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as renovations at the Ricochet building, which is now the Beauty Bar on 70th and Capitol. We are about 70%. So I'm hoping we're going to do some training this evening. I'm going to take a couple of appointments in February. To be completely honest, I'm hoping to be open and ready to go and operational for the public. Fingers crossed, April 1. But we'll be working now until then.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm particular about my brand and how I want the building and everything to look. I want everything to be almost perfect if I could. But if not, we will definitely push for May, but I'm hoping April 1
Okay.
is what I
Oh,
am.
that is awesome. And I
Yes.
just can't wait. I'm always ready.
Yes,
Even
yes.
when I know you told me April 1, I'm still asking when.
Yes, and I'm hoping we can get done faster, but I don't want to rush the process, and then I have to take into account that Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah,
That's the one for me.
absolutely.
Slow down just a tiny
Exactly.
bit, but
Mhm.
so excited to be here, and then for you two to be here today, and the energy. I'm a big energy feeler, and meeting both of you at separate times, and then thinking about you two collectively, and then we showed up today and seeing each other in person. It just for me, it feels organic and natural, and I hope that our threesome
Yes.
will be absolutely amazing, and I hope to take the city by storm with beauty and skincare services and undeniable amounts of unprecedented customer service.
I told you I would like that. Okay, so ladies,
Yes.
question to you guys. And so before when Whitney came on, we're going to get into the discussion really soon, but I know Whitney wanted to introduce her employees, and that's Whitney is just like a like one of our star people we like to have on, and when she's here we allow her to introduce new guests or talk about her business or first introduce things that she liked to talk about. So just to let everybody know, because Whitney's new as of, was it 2022?
Yes.
To Milwaukee, and it seems like her clientele is good and people just love her. I know I do. How do you guys feel working with Whitney?
Well,
What is she like?
so far meeting her, I do like her.
Thanks.
I will be working for her soon. Well, I mean, now I work for her. We're just waiting to get things off the ground. I think she's an amazing person. I think she's very beautiful inside and out. And so far,
That's good. You excited to be working with Beauty by
I'm very excited.
by Whitney?
Very excited. This is my first time working in the esthetician field since I've been out of school. So I'm happy that, she saw something in me to start.
Absolutely.
And I'm ready to start my skincare business as well. And I went to school for aesthetics because personally, like, I had my own skincare problems and things like that. Not to get too deep into that. But
That's fine.
that was something that inspired me to start going to school for osteology and working in the field and things like that.
Good for you. I'm excited to see you guys more. I'll definitely be around. Is that all? Did you want to share anything else?
Well, I do on the side, like, I'm a dancer, but I haven't really been dancing in a little while because it just does a lot to you mentally. It has its pros and cons, like, of course, the money and things like that, but as far as like the cons, it's mentally draining. And I like to say I'm spiritual as well. And I just feel like it's a little draining sometimes. Like, the energy is like, the frequency is off sometimes.
Yeah.
You're dealing with like demonic people, kind of like a lot of just a lot of stuff that could kind of latch onto you. So like, I would just go home, meditate, pray, burn some sage, take a shower, like cleanse all that energy off of me, because it really does something to you, and it makes you look at
Absolutely.
yourself differently. Like, is that all I have to offer and things like that? So I told myself, okay, I want to go to school. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do this. Let me pursue that while I'm dancing, take care of myself, and start my journey and my career and things like that. But I was traveling. I danced in Chicago and Miami. It was a cool experience. Like, I saw different celebrities and things like that. It was cool. Like, the money, that was what I was in it for. I'm be real with you.
So what type of dancing? What type of dancing?
That was because exotic
What
dancing,
style?
pole dancing. I love pole dancing. I think it's a beautiful thing.
You got to teach
I'm
me.
actually really shy, but when I dance, like, it just is a different expression.
Like
I
an alter
just-
ego.
Yeah, like, it takes a lot out of me, like passion, things like that. It's a little sexual, but you don't have to give yourself. Me personally, like, I don't I don't, do certain things like prostitution and stuff like that, but I don't knock anybody that do it because I understand, whatever. I just feel like I can't judge nobody. If I choose to dance, it's like I can't talk about what other people choose to do. Not to like drag it and
Absolutely.
go
No
off
judgment. Just what you do is what you do.
Right.
Right.
But I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to
This is
have
my
you.
first time being on the podcast. This is my first time just really, because I'm really closed off and like
You're very
to myself.
reserved. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
like-
see that.
right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because we got a job here and we're going to bring that all the way out,
All
baby
the way
girl.
out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about yourself? How is it working with Whitney?
Working with Whitney, the first time that we had our interview, it actually was about 4 to 5 hours long.
That's Whitney for you.
Yeah. And that's never happened to me before, but when the vibes are there, the vibes are there, And immediately when I walked in the door, I don't know, I just felt like I knew her in some time, like another lifetime or something. I just connected with her immediately. Not
That's
only
her.
are we the same zodiac sign,
Yes.
if anybody's into
yeah.
astrology, we're Capricorns. But
Oh my God, we wouldn't get along.
Yes.
Wait,
Really?
really?
Oh, Leo.
Are you?
Oh, I'm
Leo
a Sagittarius, so I'm a
Oh,
fire
we'll
sign.
be so,
Leo
yeah.
lion.
I'm a Leo moon. It's
Shout out to
okay.
this. That's why that's my brother over there. But these people right here.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We okay? We okay?
Yes, we're hard.
But I love
workers.
y'all.
We're the CEOs.
No, I like Capricorns.
Yes, they're
I
not too
mean,
bad.
like, like they got their ways just like a Sagittarius. I'm able to identify with them because a Sagittarius, we have our moments where we want to be to ourselves, and we
Yep.
don't really want to project like our anger on the other people. So we'd rather
Exactly.
just like be to
Be to
ourselves,
ourselves.
not
Right.
talk about it,
Mhm.
kind of shut down and stuff like that. So I see that in Capricorns, and I just think Capricorns are cool people. I like people that's able to like stand on their own, stand their ground. They don't need like a whole bunch of people. Me personally, if I'm coming in the room with people, I have to trust you. Like it's
That's
like
a
we
Leo.
have to get
Yes.
along.
It's fire
like,
sign.
I'm not
Yes.
just being around people.
Ain't
that
no
I can't
fakeness
trust.
here. It's
Yeah,
all real.
same.
May as well just go. We
Yeah.
can let it all go.
Same.
And you like working with Whitney.
Oh, I love working with Whitney.
You're
Yes,
excited for what's coming.
I'm very excited for what's coming.
So, back to the topic at hand. My question would be now then to you. When it comes down to your platform, Whitney, and the way that we tend to advertise ourselves right now, we have social media as our platform.
Yes.
And you can get a lot of benefit from social media.
Yes.
It can definitely be an amazing platform if you have the right people watching and supporting you. And you also can get your consequences. So you have your negative aspect and you
Yes.
have a positive aspect to social media. And a lot of those things can put a damper, like you said, to your spirit and the things that you want to do moving forward. And you have to have this specific stance about yourself to even be noticed.
Yes.
You have to be strong-minded.
Yes.
And
confident.
With you guys benefit from would you say that you benefit from social media?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I built my entire business off social media.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty Bar started in Fargo, North Dakota, so it's a very small demographic. Aside from that, it's a predominantly Caucasian demographic, and considering me being a African American artist,
Mm-hmm.
to reach out to like race individuals,
Yeah.
other African Americans or
Yeah.
other ethnicities,
Mm-hmm.
social media was the platform for me to be able to let the state know that there was someone in the state that could be able to assist them with their skincare needs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact, kind of like in this podcast studio that we're in, I'm inside of my salons are inside of buildings that are downstairs with no windows, no foot traffic. So advertising, marketing on social media is probably 95% of my business. I think 2018, before the pandemic, we cleared 6 figures at the Beauty Bar, and I'm going to say 90% of those 6 figures came from religious marketing on the internet. That really is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
that's really the only way, not the only way, but that is a bulk of the way that we get through to our audience.
Yeah.
This is a visual world. In training, in interviews, I tell you, I've told you guys, I'm sure, because I say the same thing all the time, is you do have to sell yourself.
Yeah.
And sell your brand,
Yeah.
sell your selfies, sell your lives when we're conducting business, especially on the internet, because you get 30 seconds, you get a couple of scrolls, a couple of flick buys, and it has to be
It has to
eye-catching.
stand out. Absolutely.
Yes.
So with me and Chatty
Yes,
Queens
yes,
Brunch
yes.
Club, like I said, it's been happening, and I say it over and over again. I've been working at this thing for over 2 years,
Yes.
and I started with a group,
Stay
and then,
consistent.
like I said, my brother was killed, and I decided not to do it anymore. And then I came back because some encouragement that I got from some really close friends. And one of the things that I take advice really well. Like when I'm talking to people or marketing, people tell me, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I give it some thought before I do it. But one thing that stands out the most that I try to do is keep myself relevant and post pictures, or even when I don't want to, I might be sitting in a
That's what I
car
have to do.
and post a picture.
Yes. It's
And
important.
and I'm like,
It's
okay,
important.
I'm posting these pictures. I really don't want to,
Yes.
but
You
it's
have to
something
promote yourself.
to keep yourself relevant. And maybe that's not the path right now, but that's where I'm starting. That's my starting point. Putting on pictures and posting pictures and videos and doing little reels here and there. Sometimes in the back of my mind, I might think I have these thoughts and these are the consequences of social media. The benefit is I can get myself seen. People can see me. I can post,
Right.
tell you what I'm about, what I'm trying to do here. But then the consequences in my mind are people that's watching like, I'm sick of her. I don't want to see her face.
The
Like,
evil eye.
or who she thinks she is,
Yeah,
or and you can feel it almost,
Haters,
especially
yeah.
with people that's really close to you. Sometimes it's like, we talk personally and we have all these conversations, and then as soon as I'm on social media, you have not one word for me, which is fine, and that's okay, because maybe you don't want to. That's okay.
Right.
But when it's us, then it's like, oh yeah, you're,
Exactly.
I didn't even know you saw it because you didn't,
Right.
So
didn't acknowledge it.
sometimes. I feel like it can become a consequence, not because we're getting ourselves so involved with how somebody else feel about us, because that's not really important. Because, I've had situations where I meet somebody and I'm like, yeah, I do a podcast, and you're almost scared to tell them, because then after that, they don't talk to you no more.
Right.
Wow.
And you like, dang, what happened? I was
Right.
just trying to market myself a little. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, what you thinking is going to be something else when you see it, but I'm really trying this thing,
Right.
Yeah.
And
Keep
so the
going.
support and the with us trying to get ourselves out here, we have to find different avenues of bonding with one another,
Right.
supporting one another, and not being afraid to push that like button and follow each other. I've had people I follow, I'm trying to support. They like, I'm not following you. Why? What happened?
Right.
We just had this long conversation about, and it's like, it's really weird to me
Yes.
because it really shows character
Yeah.
and what you're really dealing with out here. And how do we not get ourselves so involved and try to reach a different type of audience where we can get our followers up and not have to worry about that, and keep that part of social media consequence out of the way?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I think that's one of the consequences that we deal with. At the end of the day, I watch all these people make it and get to where they're trying to go. And some people will support you. Like right now, Whitney, I'm Honey. We got a long history.
Yes.
But I've just met your employees today. I may not ever see you guys again, and it may not be anything I would love to.
Right.
But who knows what they walk away and take from this. I'm
Right.
hoping that it's a great experience for you to be on the show, but who knows what you take from it. So leaving a good impression, getting yourself out there to be seen, and marketing yourself, getting your followers up. And,
Yes.
because that's the whole purpose in the first place.
Yes.
So what do we do? And what do you think that you take from when you're going live or you're posting yourself? What are your insecurities, and what do you think about? And that's the big thing, because at first I was told, this is one of the things that I was told, like, I am camera shy, and it may not seem like it, but I am.
Okay.
And so that's why someone had given me advice: take pictures.
Take
and
pictures.
post them
Post
as
them.
much as you want.
Right.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
But then the thought came, if you don't like it, get off my page.
Yeah,
Simple.
yeah,
But
that too.
then I don't want you to get off my page. Share
I
it and
want them.
follow.
I want
So
you to
it's
get off my
such
page.
a
I want you off my
contradictory
page.
thought at the
Right.
same time. But and it's like you shouldn't even have that thought with people. What is wrong with what's going
Society.
Right.
society here? What are women turning into?
Haters.
So what are
Yeah.
the consequences that you guys, that's just one of my consequences,
Man.
but what are the consequences that you guys are dealing with when it comes down to social media? Is it the same?
As far as just marketing or just in general, just having the
Right.
profile.
So we're talking about the consequences, not just
Okay.
the benefits is really, but what I'm asking right now, that those are my consequences. My consequences are getting on social media and feeling like, or getting those insecurities from either people that are very close to you who don't support you.
Right.
And I think that's really big for a lot of people.
It'd be the family.
And like when you get where you're going, and then everybody says she changed or you
'Cause I
changed,
don't expect
but keep the
much
same
from
energy. Like,
friends,
why are
but
you when I
it's
get there?
family, I
You,
would expect more from.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what hurts more.
so what do you feel like the consequences are when you're on social media or trying to promote?
So me for consequences, I have a lot, I guess. I started social media with my business, so all of my followers that follow me on social media are looking for always business posts, always professional posts.
Mhm.
Never can be yourself,
Authentic.
or you can be yourself, but conducting
Is she on
business.
here? Can you see yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Conducting business in once again a smaller town puts you to be very like monotone, very neutral base, not too
Yeah.
spicy because you'll offend.
Yeah.
So so coming here to
that's the
Milwaukee,
one.
I'm able to like open up, and because the diversity here is tremendous. So for me, then my consequences were to just stay neutral based and not do too much.
And that's
because
just
Right.
no.
it's not fair.
No.
because I like doing too much.
Yes.
Exactly.
So do too much.
Yes,
What's like,
yes,
and that's
yes.
the audience
That's
that you're
what-
trying to
but
reach.
You have to learn. You have to know your demographic. You have to know your crowd. So over there, it had to be. My consequences were you can't. I'm very boisterous. I speak my mind.
I am too.
And you have to. There's a level of conservativeness. That's the word
Yeah.
I was trying to get to
Yeah.
over there. That you have to maintain. Otherwise, you will be labeled a radical. Or an outcast,
Oh my
or
God.
someone trying to ruffle feathers. No, I just
Right.
don't agree with what you're saying,
Mhm.
and it's okay to not agree with what you're saying.
Mhm.
But I've been conditioned living in North Dakota, which is not a bad thing. I'm not speaking negatively because the state has done everything for me and I appreciate it, but I am tired of being a puppet. So I decided to come home, and to answer your question, repercussions for me was not step out of conservativeness or you would be labeled a radical. But then when I decided to be myself, I attract my crowd. I attract the people that I'm supposed to have in my chair. I go to work and play the music that I want to play. So be yourself. And consequences, as long as we stay ethical, as I was saying before we started, as long as we don't come off as angry, but we still opinionated. We can say what we
Exactly.
want.
Absolutely.
As long as we are exuberating ethics and
Mhm.
professionalism,
Mhm.
if we play a little rap music, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right.
What about rocking your booty a little bit?
Rocking your booty a
Because
little
we
bit.
went to brunch
Yeah,
yesterday, it
those
got a
things.
little,
Yes.
we got a little,
Yes,
and
jazzy.
my friends,
Yes.
most of them, I've been knowing them since grade school.
Yes.
And we are able to get comfortable around each other.
Yes.
And one time that we had brunch, I decided to share.
Yes.
And when I did the reel and posted to my Chatty Queens Brunch Club page,
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, people gonna be looking because Cheese is like,
Yeah.
know,
That's
and
what draws people in, though.
but
It's
not even
being
drawing
on
people in.
stage.
And then
It's that judgment, like you
Yes.
said, being a puppet. Our background,
Right.
so people looking like,
Right.
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 Listen.
We still gotta be you too.
It's hard. See,
I understand.
I'm gonna trust God.
Yes.
I'm gonna pray,
Yes.
and I'm gonna use my knees.
Yes.
At the same time, I'm gonna be myself.
Yes.
That's the only way God gonna be able to fix me to His
Yes.
liking.
Yes.
So if I'm going to be fake, and walk around and continue to be fake. How in the world am I ever going to make it?
Right.
How are you going to know who I am?
Right.
You won't.
Right.
You won't. And if you keep that mild tone and you keep it at a sustainable level for people, you're not going to reach your crowd.
But it's also
You are
gonna
not
be
going to
a mo-
reach your crowd.
You
The
can
reason
fake
why
it and fake it and fake it until you make it, but it's going
Ain't
to
none
be a
of that.
moment where somebody's
Ain't
going
none
to
of that.
catch the real you.
Yes.
Now,
Ain't none of that.
So-
Ain't none of that. So you might see
might
that
as well
booty
just be
rocking,
yourself.
or you might see us having a little more fun than you might want to have some fun with us. Quit playing. Stop faking.
Yes.
You know you want to be there too.
That's why I
Like,
got
quit
to come
playing.
here, 'cause you will lose your creativity.
Yes.
And your fire will get dulled out. Worried about all the consequences.
Worried about the
This
consequences.
day and age, as long as we are implementing dignity,
Mhm.
when you get done doing whatever that you was doing, can you show it to your children? Can you
Right.
show it to your pastor?
Right.
Can you show it to your grandmother? As long as we exuberating dignity, because the internet will make you, it will bring you up, it'll bring you down.
Yeah.
But what I can say is, even with support, I didn't got over
Oh.
that. I didn't got over
Yeah,
that piece.
Yeah.
I have, and you just keep showing up every day.
Right.
And the people love consistency. So even if they don't want to support you, but you stay consistent, sooner or later they're gonna be like, this lady just corny or not, a little bit off or
Yep.
not. But
Yep.
the fact that she keeps showing up every day, you damn near wake up kind of looking for her a little bit, like,
Yep.
"What that little corny old
Right,
lady
where's
at?
she at?
What's she going?" And then you end up, and then that's how you turn naysayers into lovers.
Yep.
Right.
Or into followers.
Mhm.
Is just keep showing up consistently, because I done watched a bunch of cornballs
Mm.
blow up, like
the
extremely
real ones,
millions of followers, millions
Right.
of dollars, monetized on all social medias. It's just staying consistent and being true to who you are, not worried about the exterior.
Yeah.
Due to a certain extent, but I didn't watch people with 40,000 people live and they sit in their basement
Right.
with stuff all over versus backgrounds and props
Right,
and
yeah.
scenes and aesthetics,
Yeah.
just being authentically you.
Be authentically you.
Even right now, my viewers, I don't have a lot of viewers, but I got more viewers than I had before because I was sitting here looking nervous and stupid.
Yep.
So now today I feel comfortable
You should.
and to be able to speak and not be so worried about staging your lines and just say who you are.
Right.
And the people that are interested in watching will be viewing. And
Exactly.
if they're interested, if they're inclined to share, they're going to share.
Exactly.
I no longer want to be like, hey, share my page. They're going to do it if they want to.
Exactly.
So that, so they're
Exactly.
going to support if they want to. It's a
And
billion
it's
people.
frustrating to make people share,
Right.
support me, and they don't. That hurts.
Don't
right there. That's why
take
it's like,
it as
just
hurt.
do it.
Just keep
Yeah,
working
that's
hard.
the point.
And they'll organically do it on their own. Just keep working hard and they will organically do it on their own.
Right.
Just keep producing your product. Just keep
Be yourself.
showing up at your podcast every Sunday consistently. They're going to eventually. It's what you call that? Subliminal marketing.
Yep.
Yeah.
McDonald's. If you notice, McDonald's doesn't run all the commercials like they used to. Remember,
Right.
every holiday they had cups,
Oh, yeah.
mugs, Happy Meals.
Yep.
1 years old, 100 years old,
Yeah.
blind, 20/20 vision, golden arches
Mhm.
is an undeniable symbolic
We know
symbol
what it is.
worldwide
We know
it's
because
McDonald's.
of the conditioning, because
Yeah.
of the 100 years
Yeah.
of commercials. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Conditioning. So
No
the same
limit.
with the internet. So
Yeah.
I just say that to say, don't be hung up about support. Stay
Mm.
consistent. That's
Exactly.
the only way you win. Consistency always wins. I've been in the basement for years. No one can see me. And just consistently posting on the internet, consistently showing up for my job, consistently posting my work, consistent with my clients, checking in, being on time, all those things, it builds. It
Right.
takes forever. I only got a couple thousand followers, but those are my followers. I didn't pay for them. I didn't buy them. I didn't beg them.
Right.
I just worked
Right.
hard.
Yeah.
And my little bit of followers I got is just enough for me. They're interactive with me, and
Right.
all of my followers pay me. You get what I'm saying? Versus 430,000 followers. I got 2,000, and I've touched about 1,999 of them.
Yeah.
To me, that's
Exactly.
important.
Absolutely.
It is.
12
We have a
viewers,
couple
but they know
comments, and I
us.
like to go
Yes.
ahead. I like to acknowledge my comments. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
please.
So I have some. It says, yeah, if you're promoting, that can be a beneficial thing. So promoting is it can get you some chargers. And then promoting is supposed to be very beneficial, and that is a really good comment. And
Yes.
to elaborate off of that, social media is a good platform
Yes,
to
it is.
promote. And I think that to add to what you were saying, regarding to being consistent, I think that's going to come with being authentic.
Yes.
And if we can't be ourselves, then we don't stand out. We're
Right.
keeping that's, like I said, that's sustainable.
Yep.
You know, stands to the world to let them know that we ain't gonna do too much just to keep you comfortable. No, you have to be comfortable
Yes.
in yourself, and if you're not,
Yes.
Just get
then
used to it.
That's
just
a
get
personal problem.
yourself.
Yes.
And that's what
I'ma
I'm
be
working
myself,
on
get
now.
used to it.
Get
My
used to it.
my shows are not scripted.
Yes.
I come on, I know my topic, and I know what I want to talk about, but I don't know what I'm gonna say half the time.
Yes.
And where it's going to come. And I like it that way
Right.
because I'm a free spirited person.
Yep.
And I'm going to say whatever I want to say and what's on my mind anyway.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I don't want anything scripted.
Yep.
People will see that you're moving up to the top and leaving they A's behind. That is the truth. You know, once you start to become consistent and they see that other people are liking it, then they'll see you moving, and then you just got to keep on moving on. I'm a true believer in when people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe it.
I am that's something I stand by. But at the same time, people have their own insecurities and problems that they have going on too.
Yep.
So you can't like Whitney said, don't take it too personal. So then they bring negative energy to your space. I don't know exactly what that means. You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit. But those are some really good comments. So when it comes down to the benefits, you know, and like you said, Whitney, not getting too involved in conversation when it comes down to being negative to our people, because Whitney is big on that. And that's why I had to have these ladies, you know, all the accolades I was giving her in the first show. I wanted you guys to know that it's authentically her, because, and that was one of my questions to her workers now. They see the same thing. This is the service that you're going to get when you come to see her. I have no problem promoting my sister. I have no problem promoting my friends and my people.
Yes.
And that booty shaking reel that you see right before this post, those are all entrepreneurs.
Yes.
We are talking about bar owners.
Yes.
We are talking about daycare owners,
Yes.
boutique owners,
Yes.
hair wig shops.
Yes.
Not only that, maybe you don't want to be an entrepreneur.
We shake booties
but those,
too.
yeah, that booty shaking does not take
Work
away.
queen.
Also, that booty shaking does not take away the love they have for God.
Right.
When we were in brunch, we prayed over our food. We talked about the things we want God to do, and we pray sincerely to Him. So if you believe that booty shaking takes away from our prayer, it does not.
Right.
So
Amen.
I can say that I pray. I can say that I acknowledge God in all my ways, and He's the only way that can direct my path outside of me. So when it comes down to social media consequences, you know, let's stop stepping on each other's heads. I know half of y'all ain't gonna listen, and some people stuck in their ways and don't want to support each other. But when it comes down to being negative and just having a whole negative conversation, we have to talk about the benefits. So when it comes down to social media and the benefits, I can say that I've only been doing this not even a full year in terms of time wise. I know it's 2023 now, and I started in the middle of 2022. My followers are coming up. I can see that the numbers are increasing, but I can see that the benefit is my name is definitely getting out there. When I leave the house, people be like, I seen you on social media.
Yes.
I saw you. I heard you. I'm like, what? Find me. Where are you? How can we find you?
Yes.
So those are my benefits. And have you had something like that? Well, since the show.
Two people. So I actually gained two clients from your show that came to see me to get eyelash extensions. I believe one was on Instagram and one was
This is all live.
iHeart. Is iHeart?
Isn't all live on what app?
YouTube.
Is that you have iHeart, right?
iHeartRadio, YouTube.
Yes. So I got two followers. Two followers that turned into two clients that turned into two friends. And to me, that was two of the most amazing relationships I've met so far here in the city. Start small, and that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. I had a good time.
You gotta start small.
Yeah. Yep. Every interaction is always amazing.
So you guys are giggling. Why don't you tell us what you're giggling about?
We're nervous. We're nervous.
Why?
Sweaty, you know.
But I do want to touch back on the consequences of
Mhm.
social media.
Mhm.
I think one big one from my experience would be codependency.
Mhm.
You have a lot of people that are kind of codependent on your content, codependent on what it is that you're trying to portray.
Mhm.
And it's like, what if I'm changing? You know, we're
Right.
not the same people that we were a week
Yes.
ago
Evolving
or a
every
month
day.
ago.
Yes.
You know, so what if I want
Yeah.
to step into another field? Would you still support me? Would you still
Right.
be there? Or are you too codependent on what it was that I was providing you with?
Right.
You know, the knowledge that I was getting. But what if I don't have any knowledge right now because I'm just learning as I go? You know,
Yes.
God is providing me with what He wants to daily or weekly or monthly. So it's like
Mhm.
codependency is such a big consequence because some people will go with you to your next field and then some won't.
Will
You know,
leave you, yeah.
so you will lose some people on that. But
So
at
what
the end of the
about
day, I think
just taping and recording and being, that's what we're talking about, being transparent and authentic. What about walking people through that transition with you? It's not going to matter if you're being authentic. Okay, this is what I don't know, but this is what I know now.
Right.
This is what I'm doing, you know, and just projecting that
Yeah.
transparency to the people that you're going to be working with, because you got clients.
exactly.
And as you
Right.
grow, who cares what you don't know? Let them
Right.
know that and show them how far you're going.
Yes, and I think that is a benefit, being transparent, and those that accept you will accept you. And those
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
Either
were,
way, they're gonna have to get used to it. Either way, this is who I
Yeah.
am. I'm showing you who I am.
Yes.
Get to know me for me, and that's that.
And remember, it is, as estheticians, we cover so many areas. We
Yeah.
work
Mhm.
from the head to the toes
Yeah.
and everything in between. So it's almost like multiple personalities when you are,
It is,
and you have to
yes.
be careful of the benefits and the consequences of that on social media. So when I come to
Yeah.
Milwaukee, I do a lot. My demographic for eyelashes is 19 to 30. So, and then we're in the city. So, you know, they're spicy. They want longer lashes.
They
We
want
usually do color.
Yeah.
We do hip hop music for the videos, post after lashes. And then I could be doing a skin treatment on your son or your daughter that's 13. So then we're not doing any music. We're not doing any
Exactly.
postings. We are very serious. We're trying to teach them the correct ways, the proper skincare.
Right.
We could be doing intimate bleaching on the entertainment industry. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could be doing
Or
holistic
waxing.
Yes.
treatments. So the different changes that we have to endure, the different ways that we have to post on the internet, the different audiences that we reach. I think that it is fair that we probably do a transparent post in the beginning
yes.
to explain the different realms that you're going to get, because it's not always going to be aesthetically music. It might be body parts, it might be skin, it might be education, it might be just selfies, because we are beauty influencers,
Yeah.
Exactly.
beauty advisors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So please don't take it as egotistical.
Right.
Please don't take it as
Yeah. Like, why are you offended by my
you
confidence? Why can't I?
you have
Even
to
if I want to brag and boast,
Yes.
why are you offended by
Why
that?
are
Why do you feel
Insecurity.
uncomfortable?
Say that.
make sure that
Say
when
it.
you're bragging and
I want you to
posting
say that.
is that it's coming from a humble place.
Yes.
Right.
There's a difference between posting pictures and being beautiful, and then there's a difference between posting pictures and being ugly.
Right.
And it's the wordage,
Yes.
it's the verbiage
Yes.
that you're putting with the picture. You can be humble
Or
and
talking
talking.
down on people. It's
Yes.
like,
Yes. And then I always tell them all the time, some of my girlfriends now, because I'm in the beauty industry and I do post a lot of pictures, my pictures equate to a return. So the same with you guys. So because we are beauty influencers, so that's another part of our transparency post, is that we let them know that it's our job to be beautiful. Why do you wear so much makeup? Because I do makeup.
Exactly.
When I see you and you want your makeup done,
Good
I want you to be
exercise.
inspired by my makeup. That's why. Or I love your eyelashes. Do you do eyelashes? And
Right.
so for what we
It's
do,
a marketing technique.
It is.
Strip lashes.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely, it's a marketing technique for us, but we have to make sure that that's a consequence too.
Yeah.
That as beauty professionals, and then when we're marketing on the internet, we have to make sure that we are letting them know that we are doing these things because these are marketing techniques, that we're
Mhm.
not just egotistical or
What does that even
self-centered.
mean? Like, it's like, why can't
But
I
so
just-
what?
I know what it means.
It
but
is.
it's
That's
like-
what I'm saying.
It,
Like,
it is,
so
but when
what?
I
And why
rely,
do people feel the urge to try to humble you? You think
Yes.
that I'm better than you because you feel like I don't know if we could curse.
no,
Okay. I don't know. Some people, okay, when it comes to confidence, intimidation, bragging, people tell you got to be humble, all this type of stuff. I just feel like, so say I give myself a compliment or I feel good about something or I'm happy about something, whatever. I'm confident in it, whatever. And somebody like, oh, you need to humble yourself or you think you better. I don't think I'm better. I don't think I'm better than you at all. I'm just existing. I'm being myself. You think I'm better than you. And so you want me to be to your level. So you're telling me that I need to calm down. I need to humble myself and I need to tone it down a bit. Oh, we're not doing that. I used to be like that back then, but no, because now I know who I am and I know my worth. So
Yes.
we're not being,
We're not backpedaling.
we're not being regressive.
Yes.
So when you look at these celebrities and they have on all this designer bathing suits or walking with the big booties in the water and doing all these things, and then those
Yes.
same people, that are criticizing you are liking those pictures.
yes,
Exactly.
So just because you can't go, you can't.
Or talking about
You gotta have money to be.
you do. I didn't want to say that, but that's
Now,
really
you too
what it
broke
is.
for me to like your
Yes.
picture.
Right. Oh my.
My house ain't big enough.
No,
Look,
no,
my house ain't big enough, so I'm ugly and I
Or
should.
it's
Yes.
like, why are you talking about me? Like, for example,
That's
like
that-
when they
that's
was
it.
talking about Blue Ivy and her hair, but it was mainly black people come for her, like black women. It's like we have 4 type hair, 4A, 4B, 4C, whatever, 3A, whatever type of hair you got.
Mhm.
We all have coarse hair. So you talking about her, but it's like, it's the fact that just not even on that, but like people talk about you for so many different things. And it's like, you're going through the same thing as me. Or you're
Yes.
trying to project the
Just-
energy onto me
Yes.
because you don't understand it because you can't get to that level. So now you want to like come for me or like nag me and attack me and like do these weird backhanded compliments and all this type of stuff because you don't
Subliminal
feel official and
messages.
secure within yourself. So now you want to attack me for the same thing.
'Cause you like when she do it.
Right.
And then sometimes you
I
even
agree
more
with
That's something
you
that
even
I
more
just don't
talented.
know.
You're more
it's facts.
talented than the
It's
person
facts.
they're liking that picture,
Yes.
but because they got more money
Or more
or
followers.
more
I
followers.
can't
or
like
more
your
likes.
picture because you already
Have-
up there. So
Yes.
I don't want to put
And
any
that's
more
okay.
esteem and,
Yeah,
and
and
that's
confidence
okay.
and all that in you because you already feel like, and it's like, no, show me love like I show you love.
Right.
Like,
Simple.
And if,
Nothing
and
wrong
if
with
not,
liking
we
no
just move on
picture.
and we just move
move
on.
around.
and we keep
Yeah.
exemplifying
We
for the
move
ones
around.
that do.
Yeah.
You know, it's a horrible thing that we have to experience these things.
Yes.
And you got to be at a certain status for some people
Exactly.
to even support you. I think that is absurd. And I think that we got more talent at this table right now.
Yes.
You know, I don't got to have what your pockets got.
Yes.
Some people got way more than you and still mad at you.
Oh,
Like, why are you so mad?
yes.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
Yes.
Don't be happy. I'm happy for you.
I
Yes.
mean,
And everything that you
could be
have, it may not be
worse.
something I even want.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you may be making it off doing your esthetician and
Yes.
getting
Mhm.
into your product and whatever
Yes.
it is that you like.
Yes.
That ain't me.
Right.
Exactly.
Might want to go shake your rock your booty a little bit, but
Right.
that's
And that's
you.
okay.
And that's you.
And that's right.
Those benefits and consequences is going to be something you got to deal with.
Right.
That don't, you know,
Right.
and those same people that they're criticizing that we are that they see us as being on this lower level or not up to their
But they're
standards.
not even
They're miserable.
Right.
right.
These are some miserable people
Right.
that cannot just push like.
Right. Right.
And
It's
that's
so
crazy to me.
crazy
It is
how
So
the-
what you
it-
do
it's-
is
that's what
you
I'm
still
saying,
show
like-
up. You show up every day.
But your
And-
viewers
and-
be like 897.
Yes.
Right.
And then you go look and you have all the likes like 4.
Yes, that's all right. But they saw you.
Yeah.
So that was the message. And then you need, for me, as long as our financial reports reflect what they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm not hung up by the likes and the views because
Exactly.
they buy
And
them.
that's the point.
They buy
They
them.
buy
They
'em.
buy
They
them.
buy
They
'em.
buy 'em and they
Right.
bribe them. You know what I mean? So I got off that last year, the year before that. We are more in tune with our financial reports.
Yeah.
We're more in tune with our integrity.
Yes.
We're more in tune with
Yes.
quality service and
Yes.
customer service and the products that we're providing and the information that we are sharing.
Mhm.
That is
And we
what,
know ourselves.
yes, and that's what makes the best for the repercussions and the consequences and the benefits is that you're providing quality. So whether they like it or not, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to provide your
You're
quality.
going to provide quality. Whether you're trending or not, you're going to provide your quality. And then once again, I can't put more emphasis on this. It's the consistency for me.
Yeah,
It wins
Consistency is key.
with 20 followers.
Mhm.
Make sure all 20 of them followers are in tune with what you're doing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus
Absolutely,
20,000, because out of 20,000, really only 20 are paying attention anyway.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To
For
be
now.
completely honest, yes. You know, so yes,
Here's my
yes.
consequence. Like, I do have to post more on my skincare page and all
Yes.
that type of stuff. I do have to do that, but certain people in my life have made me feel like things had to be perfect. Like
Yes.
it had to
Same.
be, which
Social media will
do
make you
want
feel
to-
like that. Yes.
Right, but it's like even your own family will hinder you from your own
Yes.
success and make you not even want to do certain things because it's
You
like
definitely can't do
okay.
that.
Right, and now I'm this year, like I just turned 24 a couple months ago, but
Happy
I'm
belated.
just now
Happy
stepping
belated.
into my era of not caring as much as what people think. Just being myself. I know that I have a lot of things to offer. I know that I am a talented person, and I know that all my intentions are pure. And I've learned not to like tell people certain things before I do
Zip
it.
it.
Also, like to be a little bit more private about certain
Zip
things,
it.
not to tell people my every move and
Yeah.
all that type of stuff, because it'll be certain people that'll prey on your downfall and try to take your ideas from you. Well, not try, they will.
Yeah.
And just try to take your shine or talk down or whatever. So I've just learned to be a little bit more private, precise about certain things, for sure about certain things. The tension is always there, but also just being more relatable. Like nobody's perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I'm very in tune with myself. So with that being said, like I do have insecurities. I am self-conscious about myself, but I mean we all are. Like Kanye said, I'm just the first to admit it. Like,
Yeah. Tell it.
because I know that it's a lot of
That's
people
what he
that's
said.
feeling it, but they
Yeah.
scared to say it or whatever.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people that's feeling this message
Yeah.
that we're delivering today.
Even
And
today.
they'll
Yeah.
you know mess with it, and some won't, and that's fine. Life goes on.
Yeah.
And I'm still who
It's
I
not
am.
for everybody.
Yes.
What you do ain't for everybody.
Yes.
Exactly.
What you say ain't for everybody.
and that's fine because it's for somebody else.
Right.
Yep. Somebody watching.
benefits are being noticed by the right people.
Yes.
Or just whoever.
Absolutely.
Just growing, elevating, putting myself on and showing people what I have to give, what I have to offer. Because for a long time, I was like quiet, closed off to myself, shy. Like I said, family or people close to you telling you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, or like, and it's like, wow, it's crazy how now that I'm living for myself,
I
it's
love
crazy
that.
how like I've noticed so many great things about myself, and I probably wouldn't have known it if
Amen.
it was for them. Like
Amen.
certain little stuff about myself is like, wow, like I was talked down about every little thing, and if I was to still stay around those people or to listen to those people or not believe in myself or look in the mirror and be like, okay, this is who you are. This is the different things, and this is just who you are. This is what God gave you, and whatever. And
You're doing it for yourself now.
yes,
Just for
doing
you.
it- I'm doing it for myself, and just yeah.
You see my
And
comment?
And you're
I
gonna get a
recently
lot farther
started
that way.
taking pictures again without filters here and there, but I gotta put some pictures online without filter and all that type of stuff. I'm just learning. We in the era where it's like it's a lot of filters and it's addicting because
It's
it makes
fine.
certain things look good, or
fine.
whatever, which
It
is
is.
fine. Which is fine. I'm
Just don't live no
but
filtered
without
life.
the filter, I'm still cute.
You are, because I'm looking at you
None.
right
None.
now.
This who we are.
Yes, yes. Philly free, Feel free.
The benefit is the consequence is to just be more private because some people that try to steal your shine or whatever, take something away from you, all that, what I said earlier. And then the benefit for me of social media is marketing, getting myself out there, engagement, support. No, I feel like saying it.
And then,
Yeah,
and how about? Can you tell them where to follow you at?
Right. Where we following you at?
So my
Talk slow.
Okay. So my business page where I'm going to be promoting my skincare and working with Whitney and Iman here. It is, my name is
You spell it.
Nah, my name on Instagram is Beauty Boss Aesthetics. So beauty, BEAUTY, like all of us here, beauty.
Amen.
Boss,
Thank you.
BOSS Aesthetics. Some people might get tripped off.
Yeah, a lot of people get
Because
tripped
I know
A lot of people get tripped
I've
up
been
off
trying
that.
to spell it off the top of my head.
But once they get to the beauty boss, they should find it, right?
right,
Yeah.
yes. So Beauty Boss Aesthetics, ESTHETICS.
Beautiful.
So that is my business page. Please follow me, Beauty Boss Aesthetics. And you can add me on my real Instagram, which is call me Nikki _. So call me MEH. So CALLMEHNIKKI _. You're gonna find whichever Instagram you caught on to, you're gonna find both my pages because like I'm tagged on both of them and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
What about
Beautiful.
you, Iman? Where
Talk
can we
to us,
find you?
Iman.
Bud?
Okay, you can find my personal page at Bowleg, B0WLEGG. My aesthetics page at Iman, IMAN, skin with a Y, therapy with just a P. You can also
Say it one more time. My girlfriend's taggy, Lise.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Iman, IMAN, skin, SKYN, therapy, THERAP. And then you can find my photography page at Nami Photos, NAMI Photos. My tarot reading page at Iman Speaks, IMAN Speaks with 2 S's.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Whitney, they know where they can find you. But
They
tell
can
them
find
again.
me.
Just tell them again, Whitney.
Yes. So you guys can find me everywhere: Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, our website, Beauty Bar by Whitney. Yes.
And that's gonna conclude the show, guys.
It's fine because we love you.
You know where you can find me. You can find me here on Instagram, Chatty Queens Brunch Club. You can, once you get to that page, then you can find me right on the link there for YouTube. Hey, you late. You can find me. Trail just joined. Talk about some. Hey, at the end of the show. So you guys can find me here on Instagram. And there's a link there on my page where you can get to my YouTube channel, iHeartRadio. Am I missing something? Spotify, Spreaker. Everything Tone just said. Look for me, Google me, and you'll find me. Guys, continue with the support. These shows are getting better as ever, and we are going on tour this summer.
Yes.
We are going to have some fun.
Yes.
But if you don't follow me, you don't miss
Chatty
it.
Queens
podcast.
Chatty Queens.
Yeah, y'all, tell them how much fun y'all just had. Tell them how much fun.
It was lit. It was lit, y'all. It was lit.
Yeah, it was.
We lit.
Yeah, we are.
lit.
A whole
we
bunch of
are.
bosses.
Yes,
A whole
we
bunch of
are.
bosses.
And
A whole bunch of
fine.
bosses. You already know.
What we how much of what?
Whole bunch of bosses. You know the vibe.
And we like twerking.
And sure do like twerking. I love twerking. I love it. Okay.